in a boxing lingo, it says seconds out, round number 2. We're back again. That's me, Dylan Pego and Mr. Peter Dopeg, like I said. Don't get, I haven't introduced you yet, but Peter is one of the best, if not the only, right? The best boxing analyst. He understands, he knows needs, and he can predict the future of the boxer, and that makes a good boxing analyst. Nula, welcome.
Thank you, Nula. Thanks for the mistake. The check is in the post. Envelope.
Yes. Yeah, Nula, I don't know if we must introduce our
yes. We must introduce him. Very special guest. This guy is Mr. Boxing. You know, he's one of those guys that came through the South African system,
yes,
and somehow below the radar or something like that, and not really, up high there. But yeah, he is somebody else. Nomeva, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
This podcast, and hopefully, sort of getting more.
Yes.
There's something to talk about, obviously. Yeah.
No, definitely, there's something to talk about. We've been very, very busy. Maybe we can start here sooner.
Yeah.
Remember, he was fighting, and at some stage, you decided at some stage that, whenever you go and fight, because I think your last 4 or 5 fights have been overseas. Yes. And then you said, now, when you go and fight overseas, you're not going to tell anyone. You want to keep quiet, and then there's a reason. Now, tell us now, why did you decide to say, I'm not going to tell that when I go and fight overseas?
When he said that,
yes.
I said it was an insinuation for you. I said he was throwing scam people away.
After being in boxing for a very long time,
Yes.
I'm from Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
And I understand boxing people very well. And I learned to also, I worked in London for some time. I was dealing with young people's minds.
Love life, yeah, healthy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was teaching kids about HIV, sex, everything.
Sure.
Yeah. So that journey helped me to at least understand different people that I'm meeting in my journey, So at some point, when I'm going through my boxing, I've learned to obviously see that and understand that I cannot really satisfy everyone. And I cannot make everyone like the fact that I'm busy doing my own things, to understand that I cannot really make everyone happy, and there are people in boxing that like you because you're doing what they advise you, not because you're doing what you're supposed to do. So now I ended up thinking, I don't have to, because at the end of the day, I chose to take my decisions, do what I feel like is happening. And I know most of the times, many people that used to give me directions used to be the one that think, okay, the whoever is fighting for the easy title now, I'm the reason why. Whoever is fighting for this one, I'm the reason why. When I start doing my things by myself, they're not really happy. Not all of them are happy.
Because they were not involved.
Yes, because once you don't involve people, they start sometimes hating you. Sometimes they start not seeing you as who you used to be before, And sometimes they start looking or trying to find bad things from what you're doing or you as a person. So I'm like, I'm in a space now where I don't really need approval from anyone. I don't need fans. Because obviously I'm going to fight in America.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
have fans. I've been there. So I know how it is to be alone. So I decided, let me just do my things, get my own fights. No one knows how I got my manager. My manager is in Dubai, and he's from UK. and I'm getting fights, and I've been in Miami, stayed in Miami for some time, training. I found a gym in Miami, and I went to train. I found trainers there by myself, because I don't want boxing people to know my whereabouts, because not all of them like me, and not all of them wish me well, so that's why it's when you ask me the other day, what is happening? Wait, you see when when I cannot control, when I cannot control the news, because there's going to be a time where there's a poster coming and I don't know because they are also doing their own thing. But if the information is still with me alone, I can keep it, until. So I've learned to understand those things, that I don't have to make people know my moves, because they end up sometimes just zinging while I already have announced that this is coming, this is not coming, this is what's going to happen. And then there are people that went. I was supposed to have a fight. I remember somewhere I was getting a fight in America. And then you know what happened? I told people that I trusted this time that this is coming, this is what's going to happen. And then I think 2 weeks down the line, I'm getting a call from the promoter saying that, why didn't you tell us you will fight at Emperor's Palace, And then there's a bid at Emperor's Palace. I can see he's sending me the proof. He's telling me I'm fighting there. I'm like, I got all of it. And I will never fight at Emperor's Palace, because at the end of the day, I know for a fact, I've said it so many times, I will never fight at Emperor's Palace. I have a problem with the promotions in Emperor's Palace. And it will never be fixed. I hate the promotion.
That's right, yes.
Simple.
Sure, that is that.
So I don't even go.
Now I understand. Yes, no, I understand.
So, but how did that happen? No. You have a fight and you tell people. How did they organize the deal?
No.
Someone blocked me from the promotion and then said I'm fighting. And I don't know what happened. I went into a space where I called. I called the promoter and the president. I called out what is happening? Why do you?
Yes.
I don't know. We don't know that. So it was not.
So it was sabotage.
It was sabotage
from
someone that is supposed to be.
Exactly. But what happened with the fight was cancelled.
It was cancelled because they don't trust me. They don't have the reason to trust me.
Yes.
So that's why it is still a very difficult thing for African boxers to get fights in America. Because you know what? Once you don't have a manager that is representing you, they can't get fight because these agents are so many.
Yes.
You can get this fight now. And then the next thing you get another offer, just leave this one. So they don't want those things.
Yes.
So they deal with boxers who are managed by people they know.
They trust.
So this is bad.
This is difficult.
No, that makes sense. Because, I couldn't understand why you're saying that when you fight overseas,
I don't want to tell people.
But now it makes sense. It makes sense that people can go and sabotage, and next thing, the opportunity that you had overseas is gone.
And with you thinking that you were doing the good thing, but trying to get people to support you or whatsoever. Not everyone likes it.
No,
it's simple. It's always like that. It's everywhere.
So the decision was, okay, I'll go fight, come back. Whether we will lose, they'll only know after the fight.
Because at the end of the day, they're not doing anything. Most of the time, we are still learning to understand that fans, they like you when there's something good happening around you.
Yes.
But when there's something bad, they always have something to talk about and laugh at you.
Yeah.
So fans are not I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that when I win, they're going to celebrate.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, this is our boy.
Yes.
But when I lose, they lose. Like, we're expecting this. Those are fans.
No, as one of my training also, the singer said, the world loves a winner.
Yeah.
When you win, the world loves you. But when you start losing, now you're going to find faults and that kind of things.
And you find out there's people who have been seeing it coming, but not telling you. Some of them, they would maybe really recognize the reason why you are not doing well. But they can't tell you for a period of 4 years until you get into that space where you get into trouble because of what they
don't want you at all.
but they don't want you.
Sure.
It's because they want you. Most of the time, people want you to get an approval from them.
From them, that's right. Yes, yeah.
As long as you are not, they just,
Sure.
And sometimes it's nothing. They're not going to lose anything.
Yeah.
And
But no matter, tell me about this now. How do you organize fights overseas? I mean, is it through a manager? And then how do you negotiate the pairs, how much you're going to get, and everything like that? And then on top of that, you have to get permission from BSA.
From BSA.
Yes.
Okay, first
and then, how do you all those things, and how do you handle them?
firstly, when I started, I did not have a manager. I did not have anything. I was talking to agents.
Yes. What the first
I
time?
know agents, and then I know people who are agents. And they get a
Yeah.
fight.
But wait, was that time when you were still undefeated? You went to fight David Haye?
No. When I fought David Haye, I was still training with Sean Sear.
Yes, and he's the one who
So
organized everything.
I was coming back from America
Yes.
the year before.
Mm.
So I was training with him himself.
Oh, okay.
So they know me.
Yeah.
They know me from that side. So
Right.
after coming back, I'm sure they remembered that there was this boxer from South Africa.
Yes.
They looked for me. They got me and
Oh, wow.
they gave me the offer.
Yes.
So it was not anyone's doing or whatsoever.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But then,
But because
how did you? Because you trained in America before you fought David Haye.
yes. So how did I go to America? It was just after leaving Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
When I left Golden Gloves, obviously I called the promoter. I can't do. It was just after winning a fight in America.
Oh, you went there to fight.
Yeah, I went to Golden Gloves.
Mm.
So I won a fight in America. But the problem was I did not knock the guy out. So that was the biggest problem.
With Golden Gloves.
Golden Gloves.
Okay.
So I was expected to be a knockout specialist.
Mm.
And I was not. And I made it clear that my only thing is I know how to be.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be called or even known as a knockout specialist.
Yeah.
Because
It's
trying
so
to
much
make a
pressure.
knockout is so much.
You must knock out his
Also trying to make a
opponent.
knockout is very difficult because you can get knocked out.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yes.
So after the fighting and winning that fight, I saw the promoter when you are fighting and you're not knocking out your poor opponent in that round that
They thought, yes.
So the promoter leaving the
Huh.
because I could not. He came to my corner and
Yes.
he need to knock here.
Yes. He said, hey, come on, this is out.
Yeah.
You know why? They're going to stay.
It obviously takes you away from the fight.
That's what it is.
Now
Yes,
it-
exactly.
I won the fight, but the promoter's not happy.
It was not it.
When I come back, I'm like, I'm not getting fights because I'm not.
I didn't know. Yeah.
I said, okay, I can see there's a lot. I want to leave and go back to Mr. Okay. Try to look for fast for myself. The promoter said, no, I don't have plans for you. You can go.
That was not what you done.
So you didn't have a contract.
We had a contract. And the contract was 50%
Yeah.
with the promoter in America, which is his friend.
Mm.
So our contract was 50%. So after leaving him, he did not give me a release form. He just said, I don't have plans for you, you can leave.
Mm.
So I left. I got a fight in Mr. Cape. I fought. There was no problem. Okay, I can see this. We are good.
Mm.
I went to America by my own means.
Mm.
So some other guys from Mr. Cape helped me. Situator.
Yes, Situator. Yes.
Was the one that helped me with the move to America with his other people. So when I got to America, I can't fight. You know why? Because I had a contract with Tony Billy and his friend in America forgot that promotion. They think it was better promotion.
Yes.
They don't want to give me a release letter. So they want me to, when I'm fighting in America, I must pay 40% of my whatever I'm getting.
Go to there.
So the guy that was managing me there, he was willing to wait. I stayed
the contract
for almost a year for them not to
It was fast.
it was gonna expire 2018 June. 2008 June. 2018 June.
Yeah.
So December 2017, I came back for holiday, but I was like, it's stressing. Staying in America for a year, not
For a year, not fighting.
I did not go back.
Mm.
I do regret sometimes because I met with Floyd 2 times. He was saying to my manager, then get this boy fight. I want to make a fight for him with Dennis Deck. But I couldn't get those fights because of the contract that I had with that promoter. That I thought it was fine because when I left,
yes, because you could have
fine, don't have
no, yes, you could have verbal agreement.
But when we got to America, that
Now suddenly now they are 40%.
That is cruel. That is
So-
very cruel.
so
Now you can understand these sentiments now. This is what
I wasted a lot of time. So that's why that's why I started hating promotion.
That's right, yes.
And I was like, I will never even go even if my friend is fighting where I don't go to Emperor's Palace.
No, that's
I don't even go to Emperor's Palace just because
That's bad.
it's a Emperor's Palace and the casinos. I
Yes.
never step and hate it.
That's anger.
No.
They creating anger, Luna.
He had to be, he said,
He's young.
yes,
He can be a champion. He doesn't have locks, Luna.
exactly.
And now you're closing all that.
That's right.
You're blocking everything.
I mean, what's there for them to gain it by blocking?
And you know what
That's
happened?
right.
What also happened at the time? I was rated number 2 at the WBA. Number 2.
People are actually
But
very
after
difficult.
leaving the promotion, I went down to 200 something.
So you
I had to fight my way there.
not because they talk this guy.
Boxing is not about how much you can
Yes.
fight.
No, it's a boxing. It's a
Boxing is not about how much you can fight. It's not
Exactly.
about how much you are good at it.
100%.
It's about who you know.
exactly you know.
And
So now these promoters,
Sure.
these promoters, now they've got connections with the organizations, these organizations. So they go talk to them and say, hey, this boy, whatever, just drop him.
But how do you drop talent, Luna? Because
No,
he
not
had
the two lost to 300 something.
he had never lost
Yes.
that time, Luna. How do you do that, Luna?
Yes, yeah.
And Luna, I can tell you now, you know, when those things happen to you, some boxers get affected so much that even their performance in the ring
Yes.
it drops you.
Of course.
You know, that is so bad.
I went to.
So you came back home and then you never went back, yes. And then?
And then it was December, so January I was like, I need to fight. You know, boxing, you miss fighting. You know.
That's right.
I talked to Sean said, no, you can come and try to get something.
Yes, yeah.
You know, I came to Sean, always stayed, and then trained, and then I started fighting. Luckily, the same year I fought for WBF. World title, I won. It was fine, it was looking good, you know.
Okay, can I ask you a question? I'm sorry about this. Why don't you talk about WBF? You never mention anything about being a world champion.
You just mentioned it now.
WBF. No,
I just
he
mentioned
doesn't.
it But you know what?
He doesn't. I want to know why.
I'm going to tell you straight.
Yes.
You know, I think also WBF, as much as it's a title, it's not respected even by their people, by the WBF people.
Because you mean,
Because no one wants WBF anyway. It's like it's even the value of WBF.
Yeah.
It's even less than a Gauteng title.
So
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
No one wants.
Can you repeat that? The value
The
of
value of WBF,
yeah,
it's even lesser than the Gauteng title.
and that's the value of the world title.
That's a value of a
supposed to be
when I had the WBF and whatsoever, I was going to fight in America. They said they don't want that thing.
no one recognizes that thing.
No one. The only thing that is even maybe now is like South African that is idle. It makes sense when it's with a person like Joshua.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it
Yes.
really makes sense to them. But as a South African fighting for IPO, we are not fighting for anything more than 200,000, just know for a fact.
So
That
thank you.
means
Thank
it does
you.
not have a vein.
So you know
WBF is even worse. Your WBF is even worse. Sorry, WBF
Yeah.
even worse.
So I was always of the belief that Luna, when a title brings money to you, it's a title, it's fine. But you and I know real titles. What real titles
Yes.
are. That's why we don't recognize WBF and IBO.
Yeah.
We don't recognize those titles in Nalinduna.
Yeah.
We know there's 4 major titles.
Yeah, and it's simple.
Yeah.
And it's simple.
That's right.
That's why, and I've never heard you, because I was telling someone that no, really won in
One day, yeah, but he never
but he
mentioned
never mentioned that.
Yes.
It's because there's nothing that WBF did for me. You know, after winning WBF, nothing changed.
Yeah.
Even in the rating overall,
Exactly.
nothing changes.
Look, remember, you're right, and then Dida knows. There was a time when we pursued this WBF thing, even with the president of WBF.
Yes.
What's his name?
Goldberg.
Howard Goldberg.
Yes.
In this country, then we asked him, obviously he's going to say, oh no, well, it's a good title and everything. But we've got good examples. Kato Monokohani won the WBF world title, right? And nothing happened after that.
You doesn't even change your rating.
Nothing
Doesn't
happened.
take it to the top 100
100
of the way.
That's right. And then there was also Joshua Stoddard.
Yeah.
Joshua Stoddard also won, even though they took it away from him and then gave it to his opponent. His opponent has never fought. And we've asked this question and say, how come you are a champion, you are a WP world champion, so-called world champion, and after that you don't fight?
And the qualification, how you qualify to fight for the title, it's so questionable.
Questionable, yes, exactly.
How you qualify?
Because for instance, Tato Monokwan, when he won, it was a vacant title. He fought against the guy who had lost his last fight. Imagine I lose a fight, and the next fight you fight for the world
I
title.
think it's just a money making scheme for the owners of the
Yes.
WBF. They just want people to have that.
Sanction fees.
Yes.
You know,
They only fight for them when they say,
because
okay,
they're getting
give us sanction fees.
Otherwise, upon them, they're not promoting the belt, they're not having anything
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
around the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna obviously make sense to so many people
Yeah.
because have you ever had when they unify, you know, when the champion is a unified title,
Yeah.
is a unified champion, talking about Crawford, David
Yeah.
Gay,
Yes.
they had
No mention
they were the
whatsoever.
only IBF, WBO, WBC,
Yeah.
WBA,
Mm.
and the Ring Magazine. That's
Undisputed.
That's an undisputed champion.
Yeah.
And then
Not even
as
no
IBO.
It's not even like
No,
And IBO
it doesn't qualify.
it's better than EWP.
No.
It's but an undisputed champion is easy without the
IBO, exactly. You don't have to hold.
So you can't hold WBF, IBO, and what's it? What is that other one? That WB, BU. Yeah, you can't hold those and say you are a unified champion.
Yeah. But unfortunately, guys, you said that there are people in this country, former boxers, good boxers, that want WPP.
WBU.
Yes, for that, yeah. And then they still consider themselves, no, I'm a former world champion. What time did you have? No, I won the WPU. I was WPU world champion. So,
WBU was better than
It
WBU.
was, yeah. It was
It was still there, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, things are
Gary Murray, Batman,
Gary
they
Murray.
became champions. And I think
Yes.
Rothman,
yes, yeah. Rothman also won.
I think he won that.
Yeah, but several boxers.
Yeah.
Won the
But it was recognizable then.
Yes. Yeah.
But
But the WBF
yeah.
is finally, and also remember they changed the name to the WBF World Boxing Federation, and then they fought or something. They become World Boxing Foundation. Remember when you asked how
Yes,
Goldberg
yes.
said, look, what does the
Yeah.
F stand for? Federation or Foundation? Yeah, we said WBF
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, so that's what
Yeah.
happened. So now back to this thing now. So now we're interested in knowing how to get an opportunity now to
fight it.
fight Haney now. Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So, the fight of Haney came from the Americans. Just
Yeah.
because obviously.
By then
was
the
there.
contract was with other people.
But I was with Sean Smith then.
Yes, but now what had happened with the contract?
It had finished.
Oh, it was
The fight was 2019.
the last. Oh, okay. All right.
So the fight was 2019. We got the offer in December.
Wow.
In my mind, I was like, okay, fine. I know this boy. I've seen him.
Yes.
I did not spar with him. You know, and there were like talks in the gym, that he must spar with me and whatsoever, but he never sparred because he was still very young and he thought he was good and whatsoever. Yeah. But I was like, if I'm gonna spar with him if he wants to, but he did not because Floyd Mayweather's nephews told him that he can't beat me.
Oh.
You know, because he was saying he can beat me. So I was sparring those boys. Oh, what is
Ten ladies.
no.
Yeah.
I was playing that. There's a Rolly.
Oh yeah. Rolly. Is it? Romero.
I was sparring.
Yes.
There was even
Wow.
not getting any trouble by sparring them. They were still young. I think he had 2-3 fights at the time.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah.
But it was already crazy like he is.
Yes.
And another guy from Uganda. I've just wrote his name.
Yes.
As I think other guys from America. There.
Yeah.
So I was sparring them because also there's politics in all this gym.
No.
And in Floyd Mayweather's gym, it's a very small gym
In Las Vegas.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a very small gym.
Mm.
Got 2 rings, space like this, only beds, nothing else.
True.
So you find that there's like in the same time when you're training, there's like 20 managers training their boxers. 3-2 boxers, 3-2 boxers.
Yeah,
So they make fights here. So while you guys are training, you can fight that guy that is hitting the back.
In a sparring.
No.
In a real fight.
In a fight.
So you train in the same
So while you are training,
Okay, you're gonna fight that
you're
guy.
gonna fight that guy, and then you just change times. If you come in at 12, you come in at 2.
But it's you're training the same
Sure.
Because your managers are different.
Yes.
So there's like at the same time, because there's like slots 12 to
Yes.
2,
Yeah.
2 to 5.
Mm.
Each gym yakafika kuvula ngo-12.
Mm.
12
to
in
5.
during the day.
12 during the day.
Yeah.
kuvula ngo-5.
Mm.
So
So you just squeeze yourself
train
in
from
that time.
12 to 2.
Mm.
2 to 5.
Mm.
So if you guys are fighting, the other camp is training at 12 to 2, the other camp is coming 2 to 5. So, you know, so they make fights there.
Yeah. But now, why are they doing that? Why don't they go to other gyms? The other gyms, what do they want?
It's a famous gym. Everyone wants to be there.
This is
It's quite big, you know.
Yeah.
That's why when you see sparring in front with the gym, it's like fights because everyone wants to see the
Yes.
stage. Everyone wants to.
That's another thing I wanted to ask. You two both
Because
guys.
you know there's a lot of people watching.
Yes, you two guys I know because you two guys are boxers. I haven't boxed. But sparring, people just think that sparring is like so. Sparring is actually fighting. It's
Sometimes it's more than a fight.
Yes, exactly.
You spar sometimes in the gym and feel like yes, and then you go to a fight and the fight
Becomes easy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do it because we had tough sparring.
But that helps because you're now prepared for
Yes.
what might happen in the
Yeah, and you're talking about a lot of managers coming up there and everything. I posted a video, remember now, where David Haney was sparring with 10 pages.
Yes.
David Haney there, and my weather was, I don't know,
In the ring.
asking myself, was he referee or was he,
There needs to be a referee because it's a fight.
Yes.
There's no sparring.
yes.
You know what they do?
Hmm.
I think one of the good things that the Americans do better
Yeah,
that we are not doing.
right,
If you are a boxer, they know you are going somewhere.
yeah.
You don't spar. You never see sparring like David Haney or
Mm.
that. Never see sparring
They don't
spar with boxers
Yes,
together.
yes, okay.
They get.
Because they know somewhere,
And
somehow.
if I can make an example,
Hmm.
from in Joburg, I want to spar, and I would go get the guys from Hippo, coming from Z, Congo,
Yeah.
beat them. So that
They
I
just know the basics. They don't know
yeah, so you can beat those guys and knock them out. So that you can have that mentality of
you're cool.
killing people.
Yeah, sure.
Then when they spar with talent,
Talent boxers, yeah.
it's in a very close and private situation.
Sure.
So you never see sparring salad.
And it's true.
Yeah, in fact, it was hidden.
But every time you see their sparring, you see them beating people, unknown people,
Yes.
because they selling us that when we are boxing like this, and as South Africans, we only see that and think this is the real thing. You know, they hire people, they pay people every day to come into practice.
Exactly.
You need to get there and fight so that people can look you out. Once they look you out to get paid,
Yeah. And to get another one, yes.
Next, And then when they want technical sparring, proper sparring,
And then bring
in boxers,
Yeah.
and it's in a very nice and private situation. So that is why I think they are different from us. Till we spar with our friends, we spar all the time. So our mindset is not changing
Yes,
now
exactly.
and then. Even when you get to the fight, sometimes you are not able to adjust into the situation you are in, because you know this person, you've been sparring with someone, with people you know for almost all the time, and I was switch to that mind of it.
Right.
Now I need to
You
change.
spar with someone that you know, when I hit him here, he's gonna do this.
Yeah.
When I go here, he's gonna do this. So when you get into
So when you get into a fight now,
Real fight,
you are also sometimes just boxing, just fighting, and because you are in the fight. But I will not mind everything.
Yes.
I need to keep this person.
So now,
Americans,
okay,
they want to kill.
that
because
we
they-
want to talk about
they
that.
are
Now
trained.
we want to talk about. Do you think South African boxers don't have that? The killer instinct. That's why we don't have champions, world champions in South Africa now. Do you think we don't have that as South African fighters? South African fighters don't have a killer instinct, because we once said in Nandinduna that if you wanna be a boxer, if you wanna be a world champion,
Yeah.
you must be capable
Yes.
of killing someone.
That is why
The mentality.
that is why it comes to the mentality of what you used to do every day.
Yeah.
Because you can't change to that thing
Overnight.
Overnight, yeah.
Right. So if you are always training with people you know, sparring with people you know,
Soft
you,
sparring.
not even if it's not so sparring, but you don't get into that space of hating someone.
That's right.
Don't get
Sure.
into that space of
Sure.
wanting to
It's a
kill
mindset,
someone.
exactly.
And there's
spoke about it.
But what is happening with them? They get people they really don't care about. They just knock them off.
Whether you
It's
die
just-
or
it's
not,
just-
it's none of them.
Because they're getting paid.
Yeah,
They're teaching them how to be
different decks.
and be dangerous.
Yeah.
When they get into a fight.
Yes.
Now they see you coming from South Africa and they don't know you. If you look like that person,
Exactly. And then they want
they
to
want
you
to chop you. So it's easy for them to change to that mind, to that mind, because they used to it.
Yes.
And then when you are boxing, that boxing they do with their friends or whatsoever, then kicks in. Okay, now I can go and box because this guy is not going away.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, because they do spar with boxers who are good, but in a very private. That's why when there's a leak of sparring, it's a big thing.
It's a big thing. Yes. Yeah.
It's not supposed to.
Yes. But
But in South Africa,
South
South Africa, you see,
you. Yeah.
whoever sparring with Nzinga every day,
Yes. Exactly.
you see, Nuchinga for sparring with Cup. It's not a problem. You know, Tina, we are not surprised by this.
But I saw Noel was sparring with Kane and that other young man. What is his name again? He's a lightweight. I saw the sparring dude. I loved it because it looked like that of America. There was
Listen, elite boxers.
Yeah,
Two elite boxers sparring.
yeah, and I think we have to switch as South Africans and do the same thing if we want to produce champions.
But back to this, so now there you want, but we interested in knowing now. That's why
America.
we didn't talk even.
Okay, that one came as an offer from America when I was in the gym.
And we were sure on the time.
Yes, so yeah. So we found the fight. I don't really remember who called Sean. Yeah, but then when they said David, okay, they are looking for a fight for that. He said, it was fun. It's
I
fun.
said, no, I think I know the guy. Yes, yeah.
Let him beat him. But the problem it was December, you know. And December in South Africa, you know, it's a holiday time.
Yes.
People are going home, so I was mostly alone in the gym. And I'm training with Shannon. Shannon is a trainer. So he stayed and Spusi was you know, he was not, he did not go anywhere. So those two guys stayed with me, they won't camp, you know.
In South Africa?
Yeah, in Joburg.
Yeah, in Joburg, before you flew.
Before I flew. So it was a very depressing came.
Yeah, because
When it's stressful came.
People are making noise outside.
Yeah, and then we were busy. I'm telling you, on the Christmas day, I was sparring. And 2 days before, I think on the 22nd, it was my grandfather's funeral. I couldn't go because I was preparing for the fight. And I was sparring. After sparring, I cried.
You just said, yeah, what the hell is all this now?
Yeah, and I'm leaving next week. Wow.
This is what
So
boxing
the fight was on the 10th of January or 6th of January, but it's first week of January.
Yeah.
So you're fighting. It's a very difficult time to fight for South African boxing.
Trade, yes.
Because really you're training today, it's a New Year's, people.
Yes, it's all celebrations.
You're busy cutting weight. You know? But it's one of those things, you know, once you decided to be a boxer. So yeah, after that, I came back.
No, before you came back, so you traveled there, you arrived there.
Traveled there.
And I remember you were very confident that
I was very confident. You know, I know the point.
That's right. So it
I
was.
know the point, and I was fit.
Yeah, you were fit.
The kind of stuff I was not maybe getting enough sparring or not sparring. Yeah, but I was fit. I was ready.
And then tell me now, at that time, David Haney, was he trained by Floyd Mayweather Senior?
Yes, he was trained by Floyd.
Because I started now, and then I saw Floyd Senior, you know, on the other side. Then I said, yo, I don't think no Mayweather's going to win this fight because look who's on the opposite side. Saying, wow.
I didn't even care. I didn't even care. But one of the things that as coaches that must not do. You kind of must avoid to be fair of other coaches in the cool fans.
Oh, fans.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
okay.
we saw a bit of my coaches being excited
to see, yes, the other coaches.
That's
and,
very wrong.
you know, it's a turn off.
It's a turn off, especially the boxer. Because you're expecting now your trainer to be now there he's like
Now I'm fighting with I'm going with Coach Dida, and then he sees you.
Sees me,
I honor him now.
So yeah, those things that the coaches must avoid such things.
Yeah.
Right?
But you went into that fight, and then it was
Everything was
a close.
Everything was against
Yeah, I don't know.
fight. We were fighting in Louisiana, Shreveport, and I just saw when we got there was a lot of changes, you know. They said we signed the contract of 10 rounds with them.
10 rounds,
non-title part.
Yeah.
When you get there, they're introducing WBO International. Okay, fine.
What, 12
That's
rounds?
great thing. Yeah.
And the money, what's going on?
That's great thing. But what happens to the check?
Yes. Yeah.
Nothing happens. I don't like it. I said like, no, this is a problem.
Yeah.
2 days down the line, before the way home, WBC, and then
Comes in
we must fight 12 rounds, and then not go on to the contract.
Exactly.
The coach is like, good, it's a great opportunity there. But what is happening to the contract? Because if you're now fighting for the best, you know. And I was like, they were asking us to fight 12 rounds. I said, no, that one I can control because once 10 rounds, I'm leaving that ring.
Yes.
I'm not changing. The pace is not changing.
Exactly. Because I signed for 10
But
rounds.
then, during the fight, you know, David Henry was tired. In round 9 and 10, I wished I agreed to the 12 rounds. I had agreed to the 12 rounds.
Yes, but it's too late now.
Yeah. But yeah, everything was just against me. You know, so many things. In America, they just make you see that it's not about you. They don't care about you. They don't want you to win. It's clean. Even in their, you know, when there's interviews, they just sometimes don't call you to come for a press conference because they don't want you to be interviewed. Because this is not about you. When you are,
so what is it? Is it a mind game? Are they destroying your mentality?
They are promoting their boxer. It's good.
It's not about their boxing.
It's all about their boxer.
You are they're not bringing no man to come and then
unlike us when we are boxers
and then
treat them and never make them everything, the announcements and everything, you make them feel comfortable and then they beat our boxers and go. Pioneer America, they make you suffer before the fight so that you can lose.
They kill you here.
Yes. So you must be very strong.
Sure.
to win that.
And then, but after losing the fight, how did you feel?
I felt seriously I did not feel bad at all because I performed.
Yeah, you performed. The fight was
I
close.
was proud of myself.
Yeah,
I lost to a very good boy,
Yeah.
and I was like, I wish he can win and be a champion so that
Yeah,
at least
you wished him. I remember you wished him.
Yeah,
You wished
so-
him well.
because
But did you in that fight feel like, no, this guy is good, he's gonna go places?
I did, what I noticed during the fight is that he's got nice level of fighting. He doesn't go down and up like us.
Yeah, it's consistent.
He's consistent.
Yes.
He's just doing one thing.
Hmm.
His pace is just one from round one to
Wow.
round 12, to round 10. He was just good. I was up and down because
Yeah.
you know,
Because
Because you're trying to pace
I'm
your.
like, okay, this boy,
Yes,
he
yeah.
caught me and then I got a knockdown. I caught me in my rib and I felt like my rib was okay.
You-
But he
Does he punch hard?
did not see. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He did not see that he hit me. But I was struggling to quit for 2 rounds. From round 2 to 4, I was struggling. But he did not see because he was
Yeah.
still young.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
He was very
Inexperienced,
Yeah.
because if he saw that he hit me, he was going to finish. me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he did not.
Hmm.
So,
But I'm telling you about the weight now because you know this guy is big. Did he look big to you?
so you know what happened?
Yeah.
That's why maybe if you can see when I'm going to a wedding, I'm always applying my baby oil and trying to make sure I'm looking good. Those boys they do that. Definitely I saw him behind the where we're getting ready.
Right.
I was there behind the banners.
Mhm.
They putting baby oil because it was dry and skinny and dying.
Sure. You could see
He
his
was trying
yeah.
to make weight.
To
But
make sure.
remember in America, you weigh in the beginning at 8.
Yeah.
And then that's
Right.
15.
Okay. Yes.
Then that's a real weigh in. That's when you make the weight.
Yes.
And then you come back after 3 hours
Mhm.
to weigh in for
the
yours,
camera
yes,
and
for the
everything.
camera and everything. So when he came,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that's what they do.
Wow.
That's what they do. In America, you weigh in now. That's a real weigh in.
Yeah.
There's just the
Media.
commissioning,
Yeah.
the commissioning, whatever boys
That's right.
and whatever, and then the right people to be there. Weigh in, make the weight, go eat, come back after 3 hours, make the official weigh in of
Yeah. Looking
media
good.
and everything.
Yeah.
No, but then
So-
but wait, but it's eating then.
So I saw
you
you.
want to be above the weight limit now with the
You know, they
meat.
don't look at that weight.
Yeah.
Not the weight.
Oh, they just called the weight that was done 3 hours ago.
They don't look at it.
Don't.
I was in
Hey,
So people will be out there to influence.
and guess what? That's your
So
job.
if it's a promoter, you need to be able to go look for money somewhere by yourself and get the money and then now make money with the money that you already
Yes.
try
Yes.
to get from somewhere.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day-
November is right. Remember, this is our show. You took over. You took over. We hear what you say.
Yes.
We hear what you say, and you are definitely right. You are definitely, and I'm hoping promoters are listening. Most promoters are getting money from the government. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you get $1 million, make two at least in Dona, 2 development tournaments. If you can't get money from government, if you are a real promoter, you will get sponsorships and make boxing happen.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Yeah. But I'm telling you now the mentality in this country, promoters. Promoters are okay, I'm gonna stage a tournament, I must make a profit. If the government gives me 1 million, for instance, he's gonna try to make sure that he cuts all costs, including robbing the boxers and not giving enough. So out of that 1 million, for instance, he's going to pocket 500,000. And then everything else goes to well, the telling about my pocket. Promoting, I must make money.
That is killing boxing. That is killing boxing.
Now,
Yes.
it goes back to what is supposed to be happening from very long time. That the government that is maybe giving money to the boxing must be able to follow that money and
Yes.
check with
Exactly.
because
That's
when
right.
the promoter goes to the government,
That's right.
fund or
You've
whatever,
got it.
they've got a list of boxes.
That's right. That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give so and so.
Got a budget. Got a budget. This is how I'm gonna use the money.
The government, whatever, they don't go
And share.
Follow up.
Yes.
Did you get that 300? They said,
That's right.
Did you get a 200 rand? They said,
I think there must be a
They don't.
financial.
I don't.
And you know where this comes from? Is because now it's only South Africa. We don't know how much boxers are getting. America, we know that Canelo is going to be fighting, he's getting 60 million and whatever it is.
Yeah.
South Africa, no, it's not quiet. Don't tell anything.
Quiet, because you know what?
Now, if you do that, that's
But
cheated. Because you keep quiet now, you don't.
But if you are talking still, you're not getting fights because no one wants to be
Exactly, they say talk to
It's
us.
fair.
So no one should be exposed. So the other thing is that I personally have seen it promote. I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
this.
November I think we've been long, and this is very interesting. But we don't want the show to be too long. But this is imperative. This is things that should be heard. Producer, I don't know how you're gonna do this because everybody needs to hear us. That's
Exactly, that is coming now. Yes.
Everybody needs to hear this. November.
Oh, okay. I'm saying I've seen
Yes.
because I used to go to Commerce Parliament now and then visit my people. Say the proposal of a promote myself. He was making it a secret fight. He said, this fighter, I know the names. He said, this fighter is getting for AC. He's getting paid 500,000. This fighter is challenging 250. This fighter is fighting for AC, giving 200,000. This fighter is fighting for AC. The money was up to 3 million.
3 million.
That he wanted.
Yes.
I asked the boxer he was fighting, how much did you get? He said 45,000.
The essay. The boxer that is said fighting for 200,000.
500.
500,000.
Just 45,000.
The boxer told me fighting for 45,000 rands. So I know obviously it's business for promoters. It's business.
No, but not that.
I
that's
know.
nobody.
Also,
It's not business. That's
also I know for a fact that our names as boxers are used to obviously open doors
Yes.
for minds.
That's right.
In all the places that promoters can go. But it's very sad now. The promoter is managing to get 6 million, but can pay 600.
Yeah, but you know who I blame there?
It is 10%.
Yes, who I blame there? PSA. PSA is in the right in the middle of this. They're the regulator, right? So they should know whatever. They should know what the promoter is getting and what promoter is giving. Boxers. Because remember also the money is going to be. The money is going to go to the PSA. PSA is the one who pays. The money is going to be in PSA's account. What 30 days or whatever, 50 days before the tournament.
Yeah.
So they are the monies. What are they doing about this? What is PSA doing about this?
Okay. I think Dona, PSA has got nothing to do with how much the promoter is getting. The promoter has to manage things right. We need to get promoters who have the best interest of boxers at heart.
I understand you.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Look, what is PSA's job then? That's a regulator. Remember the regulator.
PSA is a regulator. So they show you. This says this line, and I quote. It says a boxer can get 1,000 rands per round, and a contract between a boxer and a promoter is their own agreement. We got nothing to do with that.
So the promoter can get away with it.
That's why it's happening. That are in sports, that are benefiting, or that are lacking the fact that it's working. Next time, whether they're voting for his part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it says doing a good job.
Yeah. It goes like that to everyone, even if wherever the TA is, and then people are happy in that department. The numbers that are aligned.
Okay, guys, this is a boxing show. It is a boxing show. November. But Duna, we wanna know now about November.
Yes,
we wanna know where to. Yes. After this, he fought. Right, he lost. He fought a good fight. He lost. Where to now?
No. I don't know whether you want this in sequence or just in general, because you even answered the question first that I said, when you go to fight overseas, you need to get this thing, permission, from PSA.
Yes.
And you said earlier on that no, at some stage you went out there, you do your own thing, you're not talking to people here.
No,
Yes.
okay. When it comes to what is it called? That
You
clearance.
clearance, yes, I call it clearance.
So
Yes, right.
it's a South African boxer when you leave the country, you get clearance.
Right.
It's very difficult sometimes, when you are a person like me who just really gets fired, like to
Yes, yes, just to
there's
get
opportunities.
Yes.
Opportunities.
That's right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
We just take opportunity when they come.
Yes.
So now they're gonna call me what if next week you're fighting.
You're fighting exactly.
And then I'm calling they say I need a clearance, but you are
And actually-
late, you start shouting. So, it's
And then,
difficult.
and then you lose out.
So
Why does it take long?
It's just
apparently you need to have
automatic.
a date. You need to apply for clearance at least 25 days or 30 days before the fight.
What is the procedure now? What is how do you? Let's say I apply. What do you do as BSA?
No,
BSA needs to just approve.
Yeah, now why does it take long?
Well,
I mean,
You that you are fighting me as a
Yeah.
boxer, I have to go and do
yes,
tests
tests and everything.
fitness tests.
Clearance, so the thing
so that
clearance.
they
You must
can
clear
clear
that down, know that there's
they
nothing
can
wrong with
fight,
you.
which is fine.
Yeah.
so how long can
Then
that
why
take?
make contracts and stuff?
Sometimes
How
it's-
long can that take?
As soon as you get everything.
Yeah.
And you do HIV and AIDS test as well.
Yeah.
And again, listen, it depends on the labs. You go to the lab, you take blood, and say, okay, the results, you got a backlog, will be ready next week or 2 weeks, whatever.
So it's also
yeah.
the only problem is when did the fight get confirmed that you're fighting? When did you get the contract? Because I can't be running around having blood tests, getting doing fitnesses without having the contract, and I'm sure I'm going.
Yeah.
But if I get a contract now 2 weeks before, I have to fly.
Exactly.
That's when I'm going to fly.
Exactly.
So it now becomes a problem with the box because it's already late according to their time.
Exactly.
But remember, this is the opportunity I'm getting now.
Yeah.
And for me, it's
Exactly.
good. So we have problems with that. But I've been obviously getting the clearance all the
Yeah.
time, even though I have to fight for it now and then, even though I have to beg people for it now. and
Yes,
then.
it's a country. It's just
I have to. Every time I have to. But I have to. Yeah. Because
Okay.
no,
Oh.
never been. Never been. Until last time, my last fight,
Yeah.
I did not get the clearance.
Yeah.
The reason why,
Mhm.
Boxers Africa, the way we pay license is very difficult for other people. It's online. I paid the license. I was doing the application.
Yes,
I
online.
did my application online. And then I was like, okay, fine. I went to everything, bank details, I put my bank details and everything. But it did not take the money. It says I'm done, and approved. And
You're
then
supposed to tell me.
it did not take me the money. And then I saw it after some time. I was not getting the message. Remember, you have to get the message. I'm not getting the message. Why? Okay, it's another month. That's another notice. But everything else is fine. Now I can't go back and start everything. It does not give me the option to go back. I called and say, hey, this is the reason why I did not pay.
And guess what?
But they can see my application.
Yes.
But they can tell me I did not pay. But there's no bank where I can just
Just
deposit.
say.
So that thing doesn't allow me to go back and start.
Yeah.
No, this is not user friendly. It's not user friendly.
Yeah.
Now it's no problem. And then the next thing, I just ended up, I even sent an email. I don't remember if I sent an email or I called or WhatsApp someone to help me with it. I WhatsApp someone to help me with the payment.
Yeah, listen, I need to do this.
I was fighting here in Joburg, poisons.
Mm.
In May. It was after the period.
Yes.
Your lesson.
I went to the fight. I assumed everything is fine. Nobody really cared.
Yeah.
Now I'm the to I tell her, but I did not get
An SMS.
a bank to pay the money because I have the money.
Mm.
Obviously, I cannot be struggling to pay 300 yeah, because I'm the champion.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is that I don't know where I'm going to do
That's it. The system is
And I'm
it's
not
not
giving
user
any
friendly.
option to
It has
pay.
messes you up and down.
So now I'm going to Argentina. They want the clearance. I'm trying to call. even before I go, I can't get the clearance because I'm not licensed in South Africa. Then, what is going to happen now? You know what I did? I had to call Tanzania. Tanzania, I need a license. I need a clearance. I had to pay $5,000, $3,000 or $2,000.
American dollars.
Yes.
Compared to 300 or whatever.
I paid $300 in Tanzania to make a license fast so I can get a clearance. They helped me. As you speak, I'm
Tanzanian professional.
I'm licensed in Tanzania.
No, this is very unfair.
Because
South Africa must learn something.
I did not get help to South Africa. I did not get anything. So I understand people are doing. I can't change.
But what kind of a job? It's incompetence. You're not doing your job.
So I did not renew my license because of that app. You know, I still believe it's crazy. I don't want to lie. Many people are struggling. There's always complaints. There's always complaints.
So it's
every time when we with this online thing, every time I've noticed there's gonna be this time of renewing, but it's gonna be at a time because people are struggling. Every time it's gonna be at a time.
And it's just crazy that we are sitting with a South African citizen who's a Tanzanian licensee. It's just
I
crazy.
don't have a problem with that because at the end of the day, even being South African licensee does not help me with anything.
That's it. I love that. So we are so okay, Tanzania.
If you go to the facts, there's nothing I'm benefiting from being South African.
No,
So
the question I want to ask now is, when PSA finds out that actually you went and fought and they didn't give you a clearance,
Did not say
what can they do?
and I wish you won. November, because this is bad.
No one said anything.
You go out. You are a Tanzanian
Because
licensee.
that's how useless they are. They just
You are a Tanzanian licensee. You fight for WBC. You win it. You come back. They want to celebrate you.
So
when you come back with the band,
that's why I said to you.
They want credit.
I said to you.
Yeah, when I asked you and said, were you licensed? You said, no, I was not licensed in South Africa. So then the question was,
because I'm honest too. The good thing is that you can put me anywhere. I'm going to survive. Anywhere in this world, I'm going to survive.
No man.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Ilayon.
So I'm not only a South African.
Yes. So November, 3 last fights. You lost.
I don't want 4 fights.
4, eh? 4. Yeah. The fight is loaded. That fight is loaded. And they're not here.
Okay, but ask the question here, because I think I know where you're going to, but asking the question.
Yeah, okay. You lost the last one. Eh? Yes, you won 1 fight. I remember. Yeah, but now where is November going with boxing?
Okay, this is a big question, because
and it's still young. November is still 33 now.
34.
It's still young.
So this is a big question, I've been in boxing, I think everyone knows what I'm going to do in my boxing.
Yeah.
I've been a champion several times and I've tried my best, I did everything. I'm not in a space where I'm maybe too ambitious for anything that is not possible, but I believe that I can be a champion anytime if I want to, if I stay at my mind into it, but at this moment, I think my body is just tired, for example, now I'm not training. We were just taking the weight up 67.
Yes.
I don't mind. I still wanna go out.
77.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I want my weight to go up. I want my body to relax.
Yeah.
I want my body to open up.
Yes.
I've been squeezing and training.
That's right. Yeah. No, because it takes a lot on your body.
So it takes a lot. So now I'm in a space where I don't even want to fight. I was offered a fight in America in November.
Sure.
October, November.
Yeah.
But the problem is my manager was saying I was going to America last month. Last month
it was training.
And I'm like, no, I'm not ready for that. I want to relax.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I'm taking a break the whole year.
So okay, see. So
I will decide next year.
yeah, all right. Yeah. So take a break and then you will decide and say, do I still want to fight after this or not? Yeah.
Okay. But coming back, coming back as a fighter, if you decide to fight, I know you're going to decide to fight. I know, I'm definitely sure.
Yeah.
I am sure about it.
I'm sure
about it.
I'm not in a space where I'm
Yes.
frustrated.
No, I know you're not.
But you are not desperate to.
You're not desperate, but it's boxing.
It's boxing.
It's boxing. You love it. You will fight. You will fight. I'm telling you will fight. So now, what weight are you going to fight?
It depends on my weight. Remember, I'm gonna start training.
Yeah, you're gonna weigh 8.
Yeah, and then I'm just training now. I'm going to gym and just keeping my mind, just comfortable and resting.
Okay.
So, but I'm not training for anything. So I'm just training just not to forget the training.
Okay. But in South Africa, you will be.
So I'm gonna now train and maybe a challenge a hockey title.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's possible. Okay.
No, he can.
Last question from me, and we discussed it a lot with the scene of boxing and everything. 90%, if not more, of the time when you get invited to go fight overseas, this guy say, you've mentioned it, you touched on it earlier, that they don't care about you. I mean, they're just caring about their box.
Yeah.
So they just want your they've seen, this guy is good, but he's not going to beat our boxer. So when you go there, the only way you can win in most cases, either you dominate the boxer so much or you knock them out. So how does that make you feel going? You know you're invited, and you know that there's no way I'm going to win this fight. How does it sit with you? Compare that.
When you get into a space where you understand that not everything is about you. So, but you can change everything.
Yes.
So every time I go out there, I go with the mentality that this is for me to change the perspective and everything that is everywhere in the way that people are seeing things, and obviously knowing that should I win this fight?
Yes,
because
there's always
going to change
a chance.
Yeah, there's always a chance. Should I win this fight? It's going to change everything.
Exactly.
So that's the only reason why you go to such fights, because you understand winning this fight will mean this to me.
Yes.
So, but you understand that it's not going to be easy.
It's
going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But if you are a boxer that is really in a space where you are willing to cross any bridge, you're going to go. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we all know that you get nothing. Fighting South Africa.
Exactly. Instead, that also discussed, because you said, look, it becomes a dilemma for the boxer now. You say, all right, I'm not getting fights in South Africa, and I need to be fighting, and I need to be earning, because the boxers you only earn when you fight, and then you offer a fight overseas.
Yes.
But the chances of winning are very slim. You say,
but the money is good.
But the money is good.
And
so you're saying,
no,
exactly.
Even if the money is not good.
Yes. But the fact that you
the opportunity of you winning that fight, might
just
it's an open doors.
Might change certain things for you.
Exactly.
Going to the next fight. For example, I lost my first fight in January against Anu Proposa.
Yeah, this
I've qualified. It's even good than that fight after losing fight because of how I performed. And I performed fine, but I stopped the final round 8. I didn't come back. The reason I did not come back, I could see I wasn't going to win.
Yeah, we would win this fight. So
what's the point?
And my trainer was seeing I'm not going to win. And I was like, hey, I'm just going to. There's no need.
But no matter, there's this controversial thing that you say you fought, and then you offered money, and then the next fight
was even bigger.
Yes. But then the argument there could be that this guy says, oh, okay, this guy is he's good, but not good enough to beat our boxer. So if he loses, you become more marketable now because you are beatable. People say, so he's beatable. Bring him in now. Let's offer him more money because he's beatable. But sometimes if you win, right, you perform well and you win against a boxer,
They close doors.
They close doors, but it's all known as this guy is dangerous. No, don't fight this guy. He's too
For
far.
example, after the fight, I lost to after losing to another
Yeah.
Rainwater.
Yes.
You know, obviously they were surprised how I fought.
Yes. They thought that was going to
They
stop
thought
you.
it was going to
Right,
be
yes.
surprised because they already had promised me another fight.
Mm.
They were like, no, this
After
boy is
this-
going to beat this one.
Just no. After this fight, no.
After this fight,
No, he's going to beat our
so,
boy. No. You see. So
So
it's a difficult.
so they wanted me to give this one a tough fight, but lose.
But lose,
and
yes.
then go to the next
Yes,
one.
that's, and also lose that one.
Yes.
But now after the
this one,
performance,
if he can perform like this to this fight,
he's going to
he can
beat.
this one.
So that's why now it never materialized.
Sure. Yeah, no, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very interesting.
So,
Yeah.
boxing is it's another thing.
Yeah, boxing is a.
That's why it's like you need to. It doesn't matter how you fight. It doesn't matter how you put.
So, no, never. Let's go straight to this one. You say your boys on one box. Why?
Say what?
Your sons
You could have the sons. Two boys.
Eight.
will never take boxing.
I'm about 12 years old.
Yeah.
9-year-old.
Yeah.
3-year-old.
Okay. So
And
the
you
box-
say you will never allow them to box.
Then that I will never know.
Yeah.
I will never invite them to boxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't push them to boxing.
I won't
Say no. You
make
must be a
them
boxer.
box.
But would you advise any young man to box?
Yes, obviously, yes.
Why?
Boxing is a nice thing.
This is why.
You know, I want to be straightforward.
Yeah.
Those boys you were talking about, they are my blood. You know,
Yeah.
they're coming from me.
Yeah.
I know
No,
the
don't tell us.
I know the
details.
pain of
Never.
boxing.
Yeah.
I know the pain of boxing.
Right.
I don't want to see my kids going through the
Yes.
same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't mind your son going through the same thing because that's your son is not my son. If he wants to, he can go as well. I'm just straightforward. I don't
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's different when it's now my blood.
Yes.
I need to think about so many things that happen to me.
Exactly.
Like, do I want my kids to follow the same thing, to go the same
Yeah.
way? Do I do that one? But if my kids now choose boxing and they fall in love with boxing, I'll support them.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they get into those situations and difficulties, I would remind them of that.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be like this.
Yes.
It might come up like
Yeah.
this.
You're right. 100%.
Quite experience.
Yes.
But the problem is that with anyone else around the community, I would advise them to go to boxing because our journeys are not the same and will never be the same. So I don't know if your son, if he chooses boxing, how is it going to be for him in his own gym or her in her own gym? If it's a guy. So I cannot say people must not go, but protecting my heart, you know, and understanding my feelings, I will never force my kids to go into boxing.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because if you come back here at home, we've had great boxers, like Brian Mitchell, for instance, world champion, Harold Fulbright, he fought for the world title, he didn't. But they were also not keen for their children to go into boxing. You
It's
know?
because, yeah, it's
As you say, they know that how it goes. But my question for you is this: you got three. You're not talking about the daughter now. You're talking about this. How would you feel if your daughter said, "Okay, I want to do boxing"?
Yeah!
And that question is coming to you too.
No, I already
No,
responded.
wait, before let's see invest because now I'm also going to take you on that because you got two kids with a boy and a girl.
But
You allow the boy to box, and then your daughter wanted to box, and he said, "No," and he's I'm seeing the reaction, the same reaction as you. This is what I all do.
My problem is that, have you seen my daughter, how beautiful she is?
Exactly. But okay,
Imagine getting punched.
now, yes, I'm glad you said that. Have you ever seen how beautiful Leila Ali is?
Hey, we're not talking about Nida.
No, I know. We're talking about it now. I'm saying the same thing. You know, Duna, and I'm not lying to you here. If I'll tell you a story that will be interesting, listen to this. So Leila Ali came to fight in South Africa, you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, she came to Mandela was there. They said it took Mandela long to walk into the ring.
Than it took,
Than it took in this thing. So this is what happened. She came. Guys, you know, I've been around, I've seen beautiful women. Leila Ali,
Loretta is gonna watch this.
what is not it's true, but listen to this part. She's beautiful. She's unbelievable, right? And you can see, her mother was a beauty queen, and then Ali, and then also Ali, you know, you can imagine the genes, they're just gonna produce this. But listen to this interesting. So she comes to South Africa. I'm reporting 702, and every time I'm reporting, so it was a live show now. David Salatin is talking to me. He says, okay, Peter. So I couldn't talk about anything else but about beauty. I said, hey, no, this woman is beautiful and whatever. and then a caller called. Lily called. She said, you know, we've been hearing Peter Open talking about we didn't hear anything about boxing. But about how beautiful this woman, if I was his wife, he was going to sleep on the couch. Then my response was, my sister, I understand, but I can't help it. This woman is just too big. You look at her, you don't think boxing. I said, wow, you don't think boxing. And yes, Ali also. Ali was against them. He says, no, my daughter is not going to box. But she was stubborn. She said, no, Dad, you're not going to tell me. And she boxed, and she was a boxer, and she boxed, yeah. So, but back to you now. So, for you, it's like, my daughter is too beautiful, I don't want her to go in. But it's same thing, bro, everything.
Yes, I mean, imagine.
Yeah, no,
the problem is that, you know what, the thing is, I think with most boxers, female boxers that are strong, they're not looking good. So it's like now, now it looks like now, female boxing is for those guys who looking like that.
That's right.
So now I'm looking at my channel like,
she's a pure girl.
she's a girl. She's like, she's.
But she's also feminine, but yeah, you have to have, you're right, yeah. You have to have that aggressive thing, you know, about you and killer instinct and everything. And
Be a man. Be 50-50.
Yes, and this is, by the way, because Ali was trained by Roger Mayweather. You know, the one who trained Floyd Mayweather's uncle, yes. And then he said, no, the uncle, Roger Mayweather apparently now said to Leila and said, you know, you've got a thug in you, because the only way then you can really go into boxing, punch somebody and really want to take the head off, you have to have that thing in you. You know, she called me a thug. He says, no, but there's a thug in you. So you know that's how you are able to box like this and then knock out other boxers.
It's amazing, though. And she retired and beat him, though.
Yeah, she retired and beat him. But even though she was now, you know, tempted, the people were calling her out, especially this lady now. What's his name again? Clarence, Clarence, and whatever was saying that, Clarissa Shields was saying now, well, you know, call in.
Yeah, we hope you learned a lot, and we hope this podcast was informative. With Nomeva saying a lot, in elaborating on things that we haven't heard of or we never heard of before. And I'm so excited about this. And Ndona, and thank you for inviting Nomeva.
Yes.
But you and I didn't actually talk.
We didn't talk, but it was good. It was good now that we took over because he had so much information to share and many things to do. So
and no matter, we appreciate you, and I wish you all the best. I know you're going to come back to boxing, and I wish you become a South African box champion again. And thank you for watching, and thank you again. We love you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Love you guys. Church.
Thank you.